state tournament this year for West Marshall.
Yeah.
Good showing for them so far in this tournament.
Glad I didn't start saying
You should see my bank. It can do awesome things. Mom says it's just like the Four Seasons. Always there. Helping communities grow and be a better place to live and work. All because my bank lives here too.
Live Iowa, work Iowa, bank Iowa. Member FDIC.
When we act as an advocate for Iowa farmers,
I rise up.
when we reinvest $80 million in a decade to bring jobs to rural communities,
I rise up.
when we provide nearly $500,000 in scholarships to young Iowans each year,
I rise up.
when we invest in solutions that create opportunities and improve the quality of life for all Iowans,
I rise up.
we're Iowa Farm Bureau, and we do these things because we're your neighbors. We're Iowans, and nothing feels better than seeing Iowa rising.
Action on mat 6, guys.
Right off the bat, yeah,
Needham
out of the
and
break. Needham
Schrader
has got Schrader in big-time trouble on the edge of the mat.
Well, Schrader tried to throw Needham a little bit. It was getting kind of pushed into him by Schrader's getting pushed in by Needham. Needham kind of caught Schrader out of position, and Schrader tried throwing him to come out of it and threw himself to his back. Probably wasn't the smartest thing, and I'm sure Schrader was second-guessing himself as he was fighting off his back there.
Yep.
You're looking at mat 6. We're talking about those two gentlemen right there.
The good thing for him is he's only down 6-2 instead of being pinned, as he was very close to being.
Yeah, he did get out of it.
40 seconds left in the first period. He's still alive. Greenwald and Halblum of Alburnett on mat 3. Greenwald with the 2-1 lead. There's an escape.
Portillo gets in a takedown right over there on Nick Williams of Lisbon.
Yeah, 4 good matches. That might be the best one over there.
Well, yeah,
Nick
you got
Williams
two defending champions, former champions, going for their second this year.
Now, look at that. Portillo getting near fall points on Williams. Got a 2 count.
Both juniors. Nick Williams had an impressive run last year to his title. He had a little injury problem this year. He's healthy now.
He's giving up another near fall here. Not looking good for Nick Williams. Portillo just coming out strong here, getting that takedown, but then going right to work on top. There's a 3-point near falls. Now Portillo's up 7-0.
Wow.
Coach Kirk Morgan of Clarion Goldfield Dows. A lot of talk about them being a team to beat. Portillo's a big part of that. They were last year's dual winners.
And mat 6, Needham's just trying to get home early today. He's done everything he can.
Well,
you know what I like seeing is the crowd following of West Marshall here.
Yeah.
They got, I mean, it's neat to see a lot of these crowd followings, but they've been right down here in front of me this whole tournament. It's just neat to watch them.
Portillo got him. Is that a surprise that both of them, I mean, are excellent wrestlers, but Portillo getting him there?
This is where obviously Nick Williams didn't come here to lose. That's a tough loss in the semis for a returning champion. Just a junior. And it doesn't matter, you know, he knows what he was up against. Yeah. He's no stranger to how good Portillo is. But that doesn't make it feel any better. No consolation in that right now for Williams. We'll move on into 1A.
We'll get to the 132.
126 matches, climbing into 132. Halblum and Greenwald and mat 3 still. Halblum is trailing 2-1 to Tanner Greenwald. Drake Halblum, Alburnett. One of the 32 semifinals will be Joel Halberman, another Clarion Goldfield wrestler.
Right down here in front of us. That's West. Has Sokol on his back. 20 seconds to go, and that's pretty tight. He's got the legs hooked in. He's arching. Sokol's elbow saving him right there, and there's the fall.
Well, last year it was Drew going to bat for Bryce, making up for his tough loss. Bryce did wrestle back to get third. This year, maybe Bryce is going to avenge Drew's loss.
They can combine.
So alike, very, very obvious.
I can't believe they're twins, but that Bryce is so much bigger.
Yeah.
He's just...
They look exactly alike.
In the face,
but
yeah.
He's so much bigger.
He is.
So West will be facing the winner of the match we talked about a little bit earlier on, still going on 6. Needham in control there from West Marshall.
He sure is.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a Needham and West finals. 120 pounds there.
Now the Portillo that won over Nick Williams is awaiting the winner of Greenwald and Halblum on mat 3.
Right now, 2-1 in favor of Greenwald of Wilton over Halblum of Alburnett. That's in the mat 3, the top left corner of your screen.
Here's your match, Mark. Where's
should be coming up on mat number 4.
Should be coming up here. Will be Washburn and Hunter Doss, but Joel Haberman, Clarion Goldfield Downs, and Trent Johnson.
Dyke New Hartford.
Yep, Dyke New Hartford, Trent Johnson, sophomore. Placed 3rd last year, guys, as a freshman. Great football player. Tough little running back. Scat back.
For Coach Betts. But I tell you, I thought you brought up a good point, Mark. I mean, West Marshall, it's not like they brought 12 wrestlers up here. We have our headphones on. We can't really get a feel for it, but that crowd's pretty intense. They're right in front of us, so but that's pretty special.
Yeah, I just like seeing, crowds like that really get into it. Everybody wearing their own clothing for the tournament, their state tournament shirts and sweatshirts and hats, and everybody getting into it all the time. The whole community rallying behind their athletes. There's just something special about the sport of wrestling, obviously.
Yeah.
And I see right down in front of me, everybody's turning around. It must be the mom of Needham over here getting hugs, and everybody turning around and giving her thumbs up.
Yep.
I mean, it's things like that. It's really neat to see.
It is.
Here's our matchup right here between Jake
Hunter Doss.
Hunter Doss. I have a hard time saying that. Hunter Doss and then Hunter Washburn, and I messed that up, so I apologize to Hunter Doss's family or parents and him.
Our local news has called him so many different pronunciations of that name, but I promise you it's Hunter Doss.
Yeah.
And Hunter Washburn, pretty easy to say. 2-time champion. We watched him get DQ'd out. Well, he didn't get DQ'd out, injured out of last year's tournament, and Carter Happel just put it to him in the quarterfinals. But he's back this year.
He had a shoulder issue last year and let it heal up over the off season, and he was up at 138 pounds earlier in the season, and I think he's a lot better now at 132. He's actually, I think, looks stronger. There's a beautiful high crotch, picks Hunter Doss up in the air and puts him down. I just think sometimes when you're not cutting really any weight at all, you just kind of get in a funk. You don't have to work that hard. Once he dropped down to 132 pounds, he had to put a little bit more extra into it, burn a little bit more calories. I think he just started training harder. He got more lean, he got more mean, and it's really showing it in his wrestling. I think he's a much better wrestler at 132 than he was at 138.
And that is very intriguing because of having the luxury of talking to Dallas O'Brien, the Southeast Warren coach, earlier in the season. He told me the reason why Hunter Doss went down from 38 was very, very similar to that. And he just loves the results.
Mat 3, Greenwald, a winner. Advancing on.
Well, that won't help Alburnett.